Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tutorial, of course, on this look. I've really been loving these simplistic looks that look super glam but actually do not take that long to do. Like, I haven't even got highlighter on, it's just skin. Wow, like considering I haven't got highlighter on, my cheekbones are popping. I want to do something bright and fun. I got a comment in one of my last videos not to use Huda anymore because some of you guys don't like her, which is obviously very understandable. It's just that her eyeshadows are so good, so I decided to use something else today. Probably not too much of an improvement from Huda, but I used Morphe today. I haven't used this 3502 in a hot minute, but it's definitely one I really like and it's affordable. Obviously I know Morphe have their issues, but in terms of palettes, this is actually very good, affordable, and has a good range of colours in it, especially for the summertime and you want to do like these smoky red orange look. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you at the end. Don't panic guys, your screen is not frozen, it's just me jumping in. This is going to be a voiceover anyway, but I forgot to mention in the intro that I will be at Ibiza Meltdown Festival next month in August. I'm super excited. My favourite day party is going to be there as well, DLT. If you guys follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you know I'm basically always at DLT. Recess will be there as well, which is another really good day party in London. Always bring super good vibes. So it's set to be an amazing week. And you guys know I had the best time in Ibiza. So I'm ready to go back again with my girl group and just have the most amazing time. I will leave all the details to the festival in the description bar below if you're interested. If you haven't already booked a party holiday for this summer, it's set to be a really good time. Also very appropriate because today's look is going to be a festival daytime summertime makeup, so you can also rock this look in Ibiza. I know I will, so you might as well come. We can rock it together. We can be twinning in Ibiza. Like, what's better than that? Nothing. Anyways, I just want to tell you guys that, and now I'm going to go ahead and start today's tutorial, which is of course going to be a voiceover. So let's just get straight into it. I am priming my eyes with the Born This Way multi-use concealer in Butterscotch as always, and I just worked this in using an Eyes 200 brush from Kiko. I go ahead and set this with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder in Blondie, and I just use this it's an E something brush from Morphe. I will leave it linked below if I remember it. Onto the palette for today, I'm using the Morphe 3502. The difference between this one and the 350 is this one is definitely warmer when you put them side by side. I'm taking this nice earthy tone brown just to lay down the foundation. I like to take a shade first as your transitional shade, just to make whatever you put on top blend a little better. As we're doing a nice bright eye, I just want everything to be very seamless, so I just do that on both eyes. I kind of put the colour onto the lid and then flush it up towards the brow bone. This is going to be a blown out look anyway. There's not too much precision. It's going to be one colour all over the eyes, so you don't have to worry too much about being super tidy. I then take a mix of this orange and red shade. I feel like I use maybe like 2 taps of orange, 1 tap of red. I can't remember. I think that's the kind of ratio I use. But I just pop this all over the eyes first and then start blending up. So I tap that colour onto the eyelid and then put the tapping motion up, and then once that colour is down, I start blending out the outside. The reason I do it this way is because I want the intensity to be strong on the eyelid. If I blended into the eyelid, it would be blending out the colour and it will diffuse. So this way I keep the intensity on the eyelid and then I blend up towards the brow bone, just using the brush that I used to apply the first shade. Hopefully that all makes sense. And then to wing it out, I take this tiny little 231 from Luxie just to really wing out that shade. I just wanted it to be nice winged out. For primer, I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip primer, and I just blend this in using my fingers. Someone asked me recently if there is a advantage to using fingers over brushes or brushes over fingers. Honestly, when you use your fingers, people do say that it warms the product into your skin. However, I just look so awkward trying to maneuver this primer around my face with my nails, so that's why I just use a brush most times. I also was trying out this Laura Mercier Blemish primer. I don't know, I don't really have anything to feed back about it really. I don't know that it made a huge difference to my makeup. I was just trying it out. Using my Born This Way foundation in Chai. This is a fave. This is probably one of my this is my favorite foundation after NARS. You guys know NARS has my heart when it comes to complexion, but this comes a very, very close second. It's so good and it just blends out seamlessly. And I do my sponge trick again just to make sure it's like skin-like and blended out and nice and smooth. You guys already know what it is. Going back in again with my Too Faced concealer, still in Butterscotch. It's really interesting watching this back because I actually do my base foundation routine slightly differently now. Updated video will be coming soon, but it's just interesting watching the placements that I put the concealer because I no longer put the concealer in these places. I do put it under the eye, but not so much the bridge of the nose or the forehead or the chin. But you guys will see that in my updated video. And I just blend this out using a Sapphire Beauty blender. To contour, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in Ebony. And I just put that in all the usual spots. So cheekbones, jaw, forehead, and then I just blend that in using this angled, I believe it's an angled foundation brush from Luxie, but I just love using this to blend out contour because number one is it's dense, really good job of moving that product around. Because it's angled, it's just a perfect shape to really mold around your cheekbones. If you have a frontal on, you can use the thinner part to kind of blend around your frontal. I find that works really well. And then I just take whatever's left over and use that to define the bridge of my nose because I don't really have much of a bridge. To set my under eyes, I'm using my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. Take my damp beauty blender, put it into the powder, tap off any excess, and then just pat that into the under eyes. Let the oils on my face absorb the product. I don't sweep anything off. I just pat that in and let it kind of melt into the skin. And then to contour, I'm using my Bare Minerals Bare Pro Powder Foundation in Truffle with this Bobbi Brown, I think it's like a sheer powder brush. These two are such a good combination. Although again, I've been using a different product to do my contour recently, but these two work so well, honestly. And because it's a powder foundation, it tends to last longer than just using like a powder. And then to highlight, yes, back again with the highlight, I'm using my Pixie Duo in Subtle Sunrise. This is gorgeous. My favourite highlighter at the moment. Jumping back into the eyes, I'm just going to take a combination of those two shades, the orange and the red, and then line that up underneath my eyes nice and tight. This is a really tiny pencil brush from Morphe. Again, I'm going to try and remember the names for you guys, but I've actually already done that before I started doing the voiceover. But I just make that nice and tight, and then take the 231, blending it quite close just to keep all that intensity very close to the lash line. Here I'm doing my mascara and lashes. I also show you how I customize my lashes, which I'll talk a bit more at the end. After the tutorial, I'll tell you a little bit more about why I customize my lashes. But I just want to show you, this is me just checking it fits and then snipping from the inside as to not take away any length on the outside. To line my lips, I'm using MAC Cork. You guys already know what it is. This is like my favorite lip pencil. Line the top and I also line the bottom. There's not too much to say about this set. I go into the center with my Smashbox liquid lipstick in Got to Lie. Again, another fave. Everything I use I just love, except if I say otherwise or if it's my first time using it. And then I go in with MAC Chestnut. This is something that I've been doing lately that I really love. I just slightly shapely. I have big lips, but I don't feel like my Cupid's bow is very well defined. So I just go in and make it a little bit more shapely. And as I put that gloss on, it will just drag that chestnut and make it melt into the liquid lipstick. So this is the finished look for you guys. I really hope you guys love it. I thought I would show you how I cut out my lashes, so I hope you guys like that. I just wanted to say, obviously, I've been chopping lashes for a minute now. If you have never cut up a pair of lashes before, please buy like a pair of £1 lashes from Primark, or just a pair of super cheap lashes from like the dollar store or wherever you get your cheap lashes, and practice on that before you go ahead and start snipping up lashes. Like these Lilly lashes I do not get in PR. I pay £30 every single time. So if you're like me and you don't mind splurging on lashes, maybe practice how to chop and change on cheaper lashes before you start taking a pair of scissors to your expensive lashes. Make sure you use like small scissors. I use these really tiny cosmetic scissors because you can be really exact with them, and I do customize every single pair. So generally lashes have like an insane lash band, or maybe I just have very small eyes. So I do find that I cut up every single pair of lashes. Even if I get like those £9 lashes from Tatti Lashes, I cut them up as well, just because I like them to fit on my eyes perfectly. I don't like any extra band. I have very sensitive eyes, so if I have like a little bit of band hanging off the end or too far into the inside, my eyes are gonna run like the River Nile. Like, it's just gonna be a hot mess. And yeah, this lip combo as well is like doing the darker colour in the middle there, just to accentuate that Cupid's bow, has been my spin. I want to hear from you in the comments. I love reading your comments, so leave your thoughts, comments, all that really good stuff below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.